And we're back to learning Photoshop in a year, day 316. Let me show you the sponge tool. It's in the same toolbox as dodge and burn, so O is the short key. If you can't see directly, right click on this toolbox after pressing O. And the functionality is almost the same, but the sponge tool is for desaturate and saturate and not for brightness and darkness. The flow is, we could call it the intensity. And then you have a brush tool yet again that you can adjust via size and hardness. Let us go over with desaturate. You can see on black there is not much of an effect. But here on red we can actually see it flows 100%, so the maximum. And just like with dodge and burn, if you go over areas multiple times, it's gonna apply the effect multiple times. At around 1%, it's so small that you can't really see it anymore. So let me get back to 100%, and now I saturate it at the bottom, and the brighter your elements get, the harder it is to see, but here on the reddish one, we can see it very clearly. Let us switch to an image, and here we have multiple colors. I saturate it first, flows 100%. It brightens up all of the colors, but with yellow at the bottom, you won't see much as this is already a very bright color, a very saturated color. And the desaturate on the right works the same way, but the darker your colors are, the less you're going to see it. A use case would be, for example, to make lips pop a little bit. Let me size this brush down. Flow 100% is not the best to use because this is going to be too intense. It's going to look unnatural, even applied just once. See it here. So let me go down to like 25% and I do it again. And that's a good result. But even with 25, if you want to intensify it, just go over it multiple times. But you can see the more you go over it, the less natural it's going to look. And these are the basics of the sponge tool in Photoshop. Hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.